My name is Laxmi and I come from a very small and very poor village in western Nepal from where I can see Machapuchre, our sacred mountain. When I was about 7 or 8 years old, a woman dressed in expensive clothing and jewelry told my mother that I could get a paid job working in a circus in India because my skin was light and I looked exotic. She said I would eat good food, go to school, have good living conditions, and be taken good care of. The woman paid my mother some money and I remember screaming and crying as I was led down the mountain path because I didn't want to leave my family. She took me on a bus and I remember police coming onto the bus. The woman told them that I and the other 2 girls with me, that we were her children. After a very long time, we arrived outside a very large tent and a man was shouting at me in a language I could not understand. When I did not move, he hit and pushed me inside a room in the tent where there were many other girls. A different woman came into the room and told me in Nepali to sleep because I was going to start training early in the morning. I was so tired and so hungry, and I never saw the woman again who brought me to the circus. I was in the circus for about 2 years, and I was forced to do many dangerous things that sometimes really hurt me. I fell many times and was always beaten. The men training us were very cruel. Sometimes after food I would get dizzy and vomit, and I was beaten. Even though I would be hungry, I tried not to eat because the beatings hurt so much. The thing we did was very dangerous, and I remember a boy falling from the high trapeze wire onto the ground. We never saw him again. We never had safety nets. It was night time that I hated the most. The first time a man came for me, the other children hid their faces and were very quiet. He took me to a quiet place, beat me and raped me. If I tried to hide from the men when I heard them coming to get me again at night, they would beat me. I quickly learned that I could not stop this, so I was always quiet. It didn't hurt so much that way. I always remember the first time we performed to a very large crowd. I saw lots of families with happy faces. I had to bow to the applause, produce fake smiles, even though I would cry because I missed my home in Nepal. Our clothes were shiny and colorful, but I hated everything because it showed everyone so much of my body. Sometimes after the performances, the circus owner would sell me to different men who would always hurt me. When I slept, I would dream about sitting beside the little river beside my house where I could look at Machapuchre. I missed my family and my little brother so much. One day, training stopped and there was lots of shouting. I was hit and was told to tell the police that I want to stay at the circus, and if I said anything bad, I would be very badly beaten. I was very frightened. I saw guns and large sticks and I heard a man say that they were here to take us back to Nepal. The woman with the police who spoke my Gurung language took me to a quiet place and I took her and I told her I want to go home. After believing that we would never see our home and families again, 9 girls went with the woman in a small bus and we saw the circus owner tied up in a police car as we left the circus. The woman stayed with us until we arrived back in Kathmandu, where we had medical checks and we had to tell the police about everything that happened to us. I cried so much when I saw my little brother Janga.